here's what it looks like while you're riding inside a passenger carriage. Very nice. I think the ACS64 is a lot more nicer to drive than the big boy since it's like a cab forward. And I think we just ran over a bunny, unfortunately. Sorry about that. It's like a cab forward. And I think we just ran over a bunny. Like a cab forward. Bunny. Going too fast. Oh no, we're gonna collide into that. Oh, that's what happens when you collide. Alright, so yeah, this guy is wheel slipping. I don't know if the wheels actually turn. Yeah, they are turning. And then here we have it with smoke deflectors. So I found that a very cool feature to do. Hey, what's up guys, it's Karate Fox, and today we'll do a showcase on the Immersive Railroading Mod. Now this is a mod where you can run and operate trains as well as lay tracks. So these are all functioning trains that move around. You can attach rolling stock to them. And specifically in this video, we're going to take a look at the Voxel Trains IR Resource Pack by Captain Skipper, Sebastian, and Bosk. And their team has a Discord if you want to check them out. And for the surrounding map, this is by Doffen on Planet Minecraft. It's called Urban American Railroad Map. A lot of people recommended me using this map. So yeah, we're going to check out all three of these resources. And yeah, let's go. Check first on the big boy, since that's the most coolest thing over here, I think. So these trains are actually made by Magica Voxel, which is a free program to basically make these voxel arts. So these are not really Minecraft builds. They're actually made in another program they're imported, but they look a lot like Minecraft since they have the nice voxel shape. So here we have the big boy. You can see there's a lot of different components in this build. It's very well detailed. You don't have to have like a giant model of it. It's kind of like shrunken down to, I guess, player scale. You look at the valve gear, here's the cab area, and we also have it attached to a tender. So this should be, I believe, the oil version of the big boy. And then in the back of this, we have an auxiliary tender for Union Pacific. Nice little flag, pixel art. Take a look at the bogies themselves. And you can see the axles, they do turn. And here in the back, we also have some rolling stock. Got hopper, a boxcar, another boxcar, tank cars, flat car, and at the back over there, there is a hopper, I believe. For this mod, actually disabled requiring fuel. So if you have it on default, you'll need to have like water and coal just to make it all function. But I'm not really good at that, so I just disabled the fuel and also disabled like block destruction, where you can like hit a train into blocks and it'll break apart. Alright, so to actually ride this, all you have to do is go next to the train and right click, and then we're inside of the cab. You can just walk around both sides. Very nice. Walk around the back. I guess go inside the tender. And then let's actually start this thing. So the controls for this is just the number pad. So I'm going to turn up throttle. There we're actually moving. You can actually get out of the locomotive while it's running as well, so you can see it in motion. You can see the valve gear. It actually moves. So these things are all like animated. This is very cool. Look at it. Steam cross. And it is pulling the entire train. Hopefully I don't have a runaway train on my hands. I haven't really explored the map, so let's see what's actually out there. Let's go a little faster. Press F5, you can have this point of view, I guess. Let's go a little faster. I don't know where this is going to take us, so the big boy is articulated so you can see the bogies are moving. This goes pretty fast. You can see the nice surrounding view. Hopefully we don't crash into anything. Here's what the other side looks like. This is very nice. And I think we're going way too fast, so let me slow it down a bit. So to slow down, I turn down the throttle. And if you put the throttle in the middle, it kind of like stays there. Alright, there it goes. It's flying across. Very beautiful train here. And I think I have a runaway. I don't think I can actually catch up to that train, so that train's going to go on for quite a while. Alright, so next we're going to take a look at the Amtrak Siemens ACS64. It's an electric locomotive, number 600. See the bottom detail, that kind of looks like a bell. And got the bogie detail and piping down underneath. Nice Amtrak logo on the side. And here's what the other end looks like. And when the pantograph is raised, unfortunately you cannot lower the pantograph, so it kind of like stays like this. So if it hits any blocks, it'll destroy it unless you disable block destruction. So yeah, let's go inside. Just right click and you have a nice cab interior. Very nice view, and you can also walk in between to go access the other side. Alright, so let's go back onto this side, and we're gonna actually turn up the throttle. That's gonna go forward. Very nice. I think the ACS 64 is a lot more nicer to drive than the big boy since it's like a cab forward. And I think we just ran over a bunny, unfortunately. Sorry about that. It's like a cab forward. And I think we just ran over a bunny. It's like a cab forward. And bunny. That happens in real life, I guess. You can see it's moving pretty fast, so the shader's making this blurry. You can take a look at the scenery as well. It's a very nicely made map by Doffen. And here's what it looks like from the outside view. We're inside the actual train, and we want to slow down a bit. Let's turn on the brake over here, just to slow us down. We're going too fast. Oh no, we're gonna collide into that. Oh, that's what happens when we collide. At least we're still intact. We found where the big boy stopped, so I guess it stopped automatically. Look at this nice terrain Doffen made. Thought I lost this locomotive for good, but it kind of stopped here in this area for some reason. Let's get this guy started. Turn up the throttle. Got nice effects. And also, I forgot to say, you can access the bell over here. If you press the minus on the number pad, let's actually go forward. Oh, this is actually stuck. That's why. Alright, so yeah, this guy is wheel slipping. I don't know if the wheels actually turn. Yeah, they are turning. There's the wheel slipping. I'm not sure why it stopped. Maybe there's an obstacle here. But yeah, to delete the train, you just shift and left click, and that should get rid of it. Sorry about the big boy. For some reason, it's not moving. And the cool thing about the Immersive Railroading Mod, you can actually change the switch. So I believe there should be a lever here. So if you pull the lever, it actually moves the switch. So pull this down, and you can see it just shifted right over there. It could change back and forth like that. Let's actually just go forward. Go straight across. Yeah, let's go. Activate. See, turn on this bell as well. Very nice. And you can see the animated wheels turning. That's so cool in Minecraft. I should have made a video on the Immersive Railroading Mod like a long time ago, so this video is long overdue. Sorry, my brake's up all the way, so that's why it's not moving so much. Alright, so let's see what else we have over here. I guess it's going straight. See the surrounding terrain. It's a nice city. And there's like some track messaging. Whoa, that bell sounds weird now. Yeah, just turned it off. So yeah, this is like Minecraft Train Simulator. Like the closest thing you're gonna get, I think. Here, I can just zoom in. Look on the outside. Very nice. And I have no idea where this guy's actually going. Here's what it looks like when it's turning the bend. Very nice. I really wish they had some Amtrak coaches, like maybe some Amfleets or Viewliners put in the back of this. So you can actually pull stuff. I don't think they have any more Amtrak rolling stock. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It looks like we're going into a station, so I'm going to turn down the throttle and turn up the brake. Let's see if we can stop really fast. So even, it is pretty realistic, so when you're stopping, it doesn't stop like at once. It takes a while to actually stop, so there is some real life, I would guess, physics into this build. And let's try out some other builds, I mean some other locomotives. So let's see here, we have an Alco S4. Let's put that on the tracks. And here's what it looks like. It's for Union Pacific. Very nice switcher. But it is an older design, so here's what it looks like. Can't really see much from this window here. Oh, there's a nice seat here. So let's go activate this. Oh, unfortunately, I can't get this locomotive to work, so let me try a different one. Alright, so next up we have the EMD SD40-2, a classic American freight locomotive. Fortunately, it doesn't come in any other color, so try to access the interior of it. You can see the controls, very nice. Oh yeah, we have to turn it on. That's why it wasn't working. I have to turn on the plus sign. The engine wasn't making any noise, so it was off. Alright, so there we are. We're rolling. Rock and rolling. He even has like an exhaust fume in the back. I think that's a pretty cool detail, though it is probably like bad for the environment a lot. Let's slow it down a bit. So you can pretend you're an engineer operating here the actual controls. Got the dynamic brakes and all the throttle, etc. So here's what it looks like outside of the cab, just moving along. It's a little jittery though. Kind of going the other direction now. Oh well, we'll see you later. Anyways, another thing I want to show you guys in this mod, some of these models, they actually have two different liveries. So let me first assemble the big boy, and by the way, if you want to attach cars to each other, you just place them close to each other and they should automatically connect. So if you guys check out this big boy here, we'll take out a paintbrush. You can actually change the livery, so you just right click and then it changes it. So this one right over here that has the side smoke deflectors, that's very nice. And if you change it right here, then it changes to the yellow line. I guess maybe it's like Greyhound livery, I'm not sure. And then here we have it with smoke deflectors. So I found that a very cool feature to do. It's very nice to have like multiple versions of the same thing. We have the A1 peppercorn. Now I'm not even sure. This might be like a default from Immersive Railroading Mod, like a default model, because it doesn't really look like these voxel arts. So I'm pretty sure it's like the default. And here's what it looks like. The A1 steam locomotive truss. It's a British locomotive, but it runs on standard gauge as well. So let's try to get this guy rolling. There we go. I really like how the valve gear looks like on the side. And you can see all the sheep in the background. Alright, so let's actually add some rolling stock to this. So if you go over here in this tab, we have a couple of these rolling stock. We got a British Mark 1 coach. So let's see what that looks like. Place that on top of the tracks. There we have one coach, and these have like default glass windows. So at least they look Minecrafty. So here we go off. And hopefully I don't like miss the string because it's going awfully fast. So you can actually rail fan with this. If you're just going spectator mode, you have to go really fast to those because these things go really fast as well. It is a pretty nice train simulator. Alright, so let's try the Alco S4 again. Apparently you gotta remember, turn on the engine. Alright. Oh, we got the bell working. There we go. Now it's moving. Union Pacific. These are very old locomotives, but they do operate. Let's see, yeah. They go pretty fast as well, even at this low speeds. Get a runaway train with this mod. Here we have a Santa Fe B40-8. Sort of moving along on its own. It didn't really have controls on this, so I don't know why it's moving on its own. Let me turn on the brake for this. Yeah, there we go. It slows down. Okay, now it stopped moving. Maybe because it was on a hill or something. It's going down. I don't know. Here's what it looks like. This must be another one from like a default model, Immersive Railroading Mod. Let's take a look at some other models. We have some European trains as well. Look very nice. It says DB here on the side, so it must be from Deutsche Bahn. So here's what it looks like. It automatically attaches. Got a nice livery here. I like the livery a lot. Alright, so here I assembled an Intercity train. Got a bunch of different cars. You can see all the detail. It's very nicely made. And let's go on the inside of this. There is an interior, so you can have this like a control car. And you can walk in the back of this. Not quite sure what these are. Maybe it's like a bike folding area or like folding seats. Now here are some seats. So you can sit down in these nice tables. Very realistic. And we can go on, move up to the next car over here. This one's a bit different. So these are like 6 seats, like little booths. Reminds me of like Harry Potter, the Hogwarts Express. And then we have another section over here, some more of these seatings. So I guess these are like different seatings, like cubicles. So here's what it looks like on the outside. You can see it says like a number 1 here. So this one is also number 1. Maybe they're both 1s. They're all 1s. Okay, this one's 2, so that's different. I don't know. Maybe these two might be the same. Not quite sure. Look at these rail. It's a little derailed. I don't know what happens if it derails. Does it like still work? I'm not quite sure. But yeah, I also loaded up this train over here. This is the Daba Bufa. I'm not sure what that is, but it must be European. It's a double decker. It says Regio on the side. Let's go on the inside of this. So these builds are really cool because they're interiors. So I guess since this is a control car, I can turn on the bell for this. Unfortunately, I don't know how to actually walk downstairs though. Maybe you have to go to game mode spectator for that. Here's some nice seatings. And let's get out of here. Yeah, here's what it looks like when it derails. So I don't know if I could still actually move this train. Alright, so let's activate this guy. Gotta turn on the engine, of course. Oh no, we're going the wrong direction again. So the way the throttle works is that the middle is actually, that's the neutral area. And if you go for like the top part like this, it goes one way and the bottom part goes the other way. So that's how you change directions. So got a nice functioning train. And you can walk in between the cars as it's moving, of course. Wow, it's going through a lot. I feel like we just hit something. Look at that detail. So here's what it looks like while you're riding inside a passenger carriage. It's actually nice and relaxing. Just looking out the window, see some nice beach area, nice water. I really like how he did the landscape. It's not all flat, it's just like mountains everywhere. See, I'm riding in that. Isn't this really nice? Oh wow, it actually hooked up to the A1 Pippercorn right there in the back. So that's the train we collided with. Wow, it just flew away. It's funny how you can hold these model trains in your hand. Like giant models. Look at that. Alright, so I assembled a bunch of trains in this yard so you guys can take a look at them. So here we have some of the CP trains. They must be from Europe, I think. So I've never seen this, and it kind of looks like a European design. We also do have these smaller engines, or like these trams, light rail. I don't really recognize any of them since they're not really European. Take a look at that, and they all have very nice interiors. Very cool. And if you go further down the line, got these really small shunters, pantograph, this locomotive here, FFS and SPP. This must be the Swiss one. And here we got our Amtrak, of course, which we looked at before. And there also is some of these hand carts. Now this hand cart here, this must be what they use in Voxel trains, so it's a lot more pixelated. Let me see how this actually works. Can you actually, yeah, you can actually move it. Take a look at the other cars over here. Very nice passenger trains. Cool designs. Take a look at the inside. Got a cab, of course. And the seating here in the back. Then right here we have a German locomotive. This must be, I think it's from the default Immersive Railroading. It kind of looks more pixelated though, so this is a better style, I think. Very nice interior. Look at this layout. And got a bunch of gauges here as well. Bronze bush movement. I don't know what exactly that means. I think all the gauges are pretty much the same except like maybe that top one. So look at the back. Here's a tender. So I can fill in that with coal. And then we have another locomotive or EMU. I don't know which one it is. SPB. So Swiss again. And it is double decker. Next up, we have a really small miniature locomotive. And then here from the default immersive railroading, one of these large GE locomotives, as well as these little trams here. We also do have some rolling stock included in this build, like this cargo train. I really like the Voxel. It looks really nice. Got a little box car, as well as this passenger car. Take a look at the inside of it. Very cool. There's even some folded up seats over here for extra seating, I guess. Maybe for the train stuff, I don't know. And lastly, we have the comparison between the Immersive Railroading Big Boy and the Voxel Trains Big Boy. And I think in the beginning of the video, I actually confused the tenders for them. I used the default one for the Voxel one, so sorry about that. But this one here is a lot more pixelated. And I do like the Voxel Trains a lot more than the Immersive Railroad, the default one. Since it looks like it belongs more in Minecraft because it's the general shape. While this one's more realistic, but you know, you can still see like the polygons, so this is a lot more obvious, but it's just the way Minecraft is. See them next to each other. So depending on which one you want, but I like the Voxel one a lot better. And yeah, here we can look at the tender detail. And by the way, if you walk up next to the locomotive, you can actually climb onto it without using flying mode. So you can just like stand over here in the walkway. And they're on the sides. Look at all these like little tiny valves everywhere. Alright, so check it out. I made this nice consist. We also have two different Union Pacific tenders here. So if you're wondering what it looks like when it's backing up, you can do that right now. There we are backing up. Beep, beep. You turn off the throttle, you have a nice sound effect there for some cars. Yeah, that train just split apart in half. Look at her go. But yeah, that's pretty much it for my review on the Immersive Railroading Mod and the Voxel Trains IR resource pack. For this video, I'm actually using 1.12 since it's a lot more stable for me compared to 1.16. Although you are possible to use 1.16, it crashes a lot for me, so I'm using the older version of Minecraft. And if you guys are interested in any of these, I'll leave download links in the description down below. Check out Voxel Trains Immersive Railroading Mod, as well as this map, Urban American Railroad by Doffen on Planet Minecraft. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, hit the like button down below. If you didn't, hit the dislike button. And let me know if you guys are interested in making future videos for these trains. Maybe I might, I don't know, because I'm still very new to this, so maybe I haven't like fully explored this mod. Also, they might have future updates of new trains. I know they're still building newer ones of these. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.